Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, I ordered some bowstrings on Amazon. Think. The ammo is 62 inch. The string length should be 58 inch, according to the ad. And of course, 14 strand. So we got 14 ply, and they say length is 62. So let's see if it's actually 58 for the actual length or not. There's been a lot of reviews I actually checked out on Amazon, and yeah, it can be kind of a touch and go thing, you know, when it comes to getting a bowstring. Sometimes they're too long, sometimes they're too short. And it looks like we've got 58 on this one. Okay. This one didn't really have much in the way of reviews on it, but I thought, well, might as well check and see. It's like 58 and a half. Well, that's not too bad. We're going to have to twist it anyway. We'll just double check this one. That straighten right out. This one's actually right on at 58 and a quarter. All right, well, 58 and a half we'll start with, I guess. And these are supposed to be 14. 4, 7, 8, 9, 14 on this one. On this one. That's the 58 and a half. All right, let's go get our bow. This is also supposed to be a fast flight string, which they claim stretches much less. And so we shouldn't have to do much of a stretch in with it. I'm pretty sure this is the one we wanted right here, right? 58 and a half one. Yeah. That's the one we want. So let's take this one. Put this one away. Now, I don't need a bowstring for my aspen bow right now, but I do need one for my nighthawk. Now, my nighthawk one has been twisted a fair amount. Not so much by me, but whoever originally owned this bow. Alright, well, let's check the length on this one. $58 and a half. Alright. That's twisted. Okay, so here comes the fun brigade. Big loop, little loop. Big loop is definitely present there. All right, top string. And let's get our stringer out. Now keep in mind, bowstrings do not come pre-waxed. So something to be aware of. You're gonna have to wax it, and I wax them after they go on. Now, I'm gonna give this thing some twists. So I'm gonna start with 10 twists. See where we end up. That end looks good. Very nice. This end looks good. No problems with how it's seating. All right, let's check our brace height initially. See where that's sitting at. So I need 7 1/4. It's actually my minimum. Wow, that's actually 7 1/2. Well, I'm allowed to go that high. Okay. So 7 1/2. So I'm gonna let this stretch out. And while I'm at it, I'm also gonna wax it. And we'll come back to you guys. It'll be instant for you, obviously, but we'll come back to you guys later and let you know what's happening with the stretch process. That should actually lower itself a bit, and I still got to put a knocking point in it eventually, but I want to stretch it first, wax it, and see what happens. So hey, don't go away. This will be instant for you. All right, guys, we've waxed it up. We've let it sit for a bit, and it was at 7 1/2. It's dropped a little bit, not much though, but I am allowed between 7 1/4 to 7 1/2 tops. So we're gonna fire a few rounds through it. I've got a temporary knock put on here that is fairly stiff, but I can still move it if I need to. So we're gonna shoot a few rounds through it, shoot 4, and from there we will check our brace height, see how it's doing, and we'll shoot 4 more, and we'll just continue on with this video. So you guys can watch the target. You know, I'm not exactly focusing in and really trying hard for that bullseye. I just want to shoot it, and it did quiet it down by taking the quiver off. Anyways, we'll work on that in time. Not a big deal, but anyhow. So here's the deal. The strings are definitely worth the money. Just remember that AMO is the size of your bow. So if you bought a 48 inch, a 58 inch, a 60 inch, a 62 inch, 68 inch, 70 inch, that's your AMO length. whatever your AMO length is, 99% of the time, you just minus 4 inches. That's the actual string length that you require. Now this one came in at 85.5 before we twisted it. And I put about 10 twists in it. And so we'll have to check on the overall once it's done stretching, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come out fine either way, and it is running fine, so I'm not worried about that. When I make the decision on what my final rest is going to be on this thing, if I'm going to leave this one on or if I'm going to go for something a little bit more precision, at that time I'll clamp down the knock. Until then, it's tight enough to move it around if I need to. So, because I want to test out those other rests on this bow and just to see how it goes. Because I did test them on my 68-inch Olympic bow, so that's one thing. I want to test them on this, and I'm going to have to adjust the one for the feather width for sure. But I'm quite happy with the string. I think it's fine. I have no issues with it. 14 strands is what they consider with this company to be the equivalency to 50 pounds, which I would recommend going 10 pounds above whatever your bow is, just as a safety net, you know, because at full draw, you're going to pull back 40, 50, 60 pounds. You want to have that extra strength in the string for longevity, durability, that sort of thing. And then you're definitely on the safe side. So that's where I went with this. But some companies say that, you know, even 14 strands is 40 pounds. This company says it's 50 pounds. But it depends on the kind of string, too, that you're using. You know, like as far as fast flight or Flemish twist, whatever, right? And I'm just checking the string out here and looking at it. Everything's looking okay with the string, so I'm happy with that. It's fine. Now, how long the string lasts, that's going to depend, of course, on what kind of quality we're really dealing with. So likely there's going to be an update review, probably after I put over 1,000 rounds through this, and then we'll decide the final score in the end. But for now, I'd like to honestly give this a 4.25 out of 5. I think it deserves at least that. I know nothing's perfect in life, and we did get one at 58.5 and one at 58. Now all I need is a 58, but at a straight 58, I probably would go 5 twists, but either way I'm still going to get my stretch, because I went 10 on this one, which is definitely going to take up a lot more than half an inch. And after those shots, we are actually, well, if you go by the front of the string, going this way, we are bang on at 7.25 now. So, but if you went from the back of the string, well, we're just a little past that. But from the front end of the string, we're actually at 7.25, which is the minimum. So what I got to do is leave this strung up so they can stretch out overnight, and which won't cause any harm to the bow anyway. And we'll see where things sit tomorrow with it. And if I need to put any more twists in, I will. And then whenever I get to shooting this bow again for you guys, I'll give you kind of like a little update then of what's what on, you know, did I have to give it more twist, did it settle and stay, blah 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 type of thing. Usually it does take, well, in my 68-inch bow it took damn near 60 twists to get that string to settle, but that was a factory string, that wasn't a replacement, so things can vary, right? But right now we're doing pretty good. So like I said, I'm happy with that, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.